Chapter 11. Never really over. Okay. Let's hope things are a little more positive this time. Hopefully we can talk to Samuel, get some things cleared up. That would be nice. Also, as a warning to everybody before I start this, right before I started recording, I saw a mosquito in this room and missed it. So it's in here with me still because I wasn't able to find it. So if you hear a screech and or a slap, I found it. But this is a warning. I'll see how many bites I have at the end of this. I woke up early today. Susie is still sleeping, so I had to breakfast on my own, but there aren't many people here. I grab a blueberry bagel, smother it with cream cheese, and find a seat by myself.
Hi!
Cadence, join us!
Oh, thanks for the offer, but I don't want to be a third wheel.
You won't be. Come on, come on!
I promise we won't start making out in front of you or anything.
Just as long as you don't break up in front of me again. Okay, why not? I get up and move to their table. I mean, it's nice that they invited you to join them. So what's up?
We were talking about Garth. I can't believe he hasn't come back to practice yet. He must be so sick. I miss him. I wish he was here.
What, so he can spread his germs? No thanks. Pneumonia can put you out of commission for a week or more, and I have a life to attend to.
Oh.
Peter, you're heartless.
You would know. You're the one who stole my heart.
Gag! How could his cheesy lines ever work on someone? Seriously, yeah, that would never work on me. Never, ever. There's no video proof of any of that happening. Trying to keep from rolling my eyes, I changed the subject. Hey Peter, you and Samuel were in state jazz band last year, right? What was that like?
That's a random question, but yeah, we were. It was fun. I was last chair, but I was happy enough to have made it. The competition was fierce.
What chair was Samuel?
Second. He got to do a bunch of improv solos. You should have seen it. That's the best I ever heard him play, for sure. I know the first chair alto girl was beginning to question if she was in the right seat.
Yay!
There was a girl on first chair? That's awesome! Girl power!
She was pretty cute, too. I told Sam to ask her out, but well... in the end, they weren't meant to be.
I gripped my bagel a little too roughly and wind up with cream cheese oozing through my fingers. A cute girl who was first chair saxophone at state jazz band? How can I compete with that? Wait, no. I don't have to anymore because of the accident. Ah, I can't stop thinking about it! That's enough, Cadence. You are at band camp. You are Blue Mountain's drum major. Focus on that! I like that Peter and Sabrina are looking a little concerned.
You okay, Cadence?
What? Yes. Why?
You got this look on your face like you're ready to kill someone.
And you're practically strangling that bagel to death.
I'm fine. This bagel is hard to eat, and it's making me upset. See, I got it all over me. Tough morning.
Okay.
Must be one of those days where you're stuck riding the struggle bus.
Yeah, I'm a mess.
You'll get through it. I believe in you.
Thanks. I'm glad Sabrina bought it. Determined to focus on being the best drum major I can be, I go straight to Mr. Wiley's side when I get to practice. Hey, he's smiling today. I think Thursday is usually when he drops the bomb of, "You're not leaving this place," so let's see what happens today. Morning, Mr. Wiley. How are you doing? Can I help set up?
Thanks, kiddo.
Nah, I've got the rookies helping set up. And I'm alright. Thanks for asking, kiddo. He does seem much better from the looks of it. Good. After stretches, the band dives into a long-winded basic session, which I give the commands for. Then we set up the opener to add some flair. I'm not needed on the podium, so I make my rounds as usual, but I don't do any talking. Listening only.
Pay attention.
Alex, why don't you try taking smaller steps at the start of this set, and bigger steps towards the end? If you do that, you won't be in the way of the low brows.
The lowbrow should get out of my way.
Alex.
I mean, thanks, Samuel! You're the best! Suddenly, Alex catches sight of me. You're the best and everyone knows it! Gotta love Samuel! Who wouldn't love Samuel? Smooth.
Did you hit your head or something?
What a little hellion! I'm out of here! The hot air is stifling, and the sun beats down on us. I can feel the back of my neck burning from its rays. Everyone moves sluggishly, taking a few extra beats to form coherent thoughts. It is far from our best rehearsal, and we all know it.
Get some lunch. Cool off. I'll see you in the afternoon.
He goes on his way, but I quickly gather my things and hurry to catch up with him. Mr. Wiley, how are you doing?
Oh, hey, Cadence. That was a rough practice, wasn't it?
They can't all be winners.
We're nowhere near where I'd hoped we would be. Maybe we should just give up.
Oh no, he's sinking back into that hopeless abyss of grief. I can't let that happen. I have to pull him back out. We can't give up.
If you knew the half of it.
He sighs deeply. Listen to me, Mr. Wiley. Band camp isn't over yet. He looks at me with dull, uncomprehending eyes, and I feel a flash of frustration. If only I could inject him with my own optimism and make him see reason. No, let him fall into this pit of despair and let you guys leave instead of holding you all hostage here. You should have seen us last year with Mr. Savage. We've come so far under your direction. We've gotten so much done, and... I struggle for words. We're only going to get better with every practice we hold. Imagine where we'll be at the end of all this. But we can't do it without you. So please, for the band, let's make the most of what's left of band camp. Mr. Wiley continues to stare at me, and for a moment I wonder if my words even reached him. Then a light seeps into his eyes and a hesitant smile twitches at his lips. Oh no. I mean, I wonder if Cadence is going to feel more responsible this time. Like, I didn't mean that you should keep us hostage here, sir.
You're absolutely right, Cadence. Absolutely right.
He turns and walks briskly away, headed for his cottage in the woods. I watch him go with an empty feeling in my chest. Am I going to have to spend the entire season pulling Mr. Wiley out of his depression? Where is the man I met at the beginning of band camp? When did he change? And why? Was it last spring? It's mac and cheese for lunch, but I have trouble getting it onto my plate. The macaroni is as hard as a rock and stuck together. Ugh. After stabbing at it with a giant spoon for a minute, I managed to get a good-sized boulder onto my plate, then head to join Susie. She's already sitting with Felicity.
Hey!
Let's play Kiss, Marry, Kill. I don't really want to play that since I have a boyfriend and all.
Good on you, Susie. Okay, then you name 3 guys, and I'll tell you who'd I kiss, marry, or kill. On second thought, maybe I'll have some me time outside. The air is so humid it's hard to breathe. The outdoor tables are abandoned in favor of air conditioning today. It's pretty peaceful. I take a seat and begin chipping away at my mac and cheese with a fork. Alone and shrouded in silence, my thoughts drift to Samuel. As I eat my lunch, he doesn't come to join me. With a sinking feeling, I acknowledge that I seek him out more than he does me. No, maybe he did look for me and didn't realize I was eating out here. Maybe he's looking for me right now and it's taking him a while. Or maybe he just doesn't like me as much as I thought. He's just not that into you. Hi, Marion. What? I jerk in surprise. Marion? I didn't even notice her. She's sitting 2 tables away in the shade, completely still and easy to miss. No, not Marion.
Were you talking to me?
No. I was talking to myself.
Oh.
Now I feel like an idiot.
Why aren't you eating with your boyfriend?
I don't have a boyfriend.
That's not what I heard from Felicity.
Dang it! I told her not to spread rumors. Now the whole band is going to think I'm dating Samuel, and I'm not. I sink in my seat, burying my face in my arms. How embarrassing.
Why is that such a bad thing?
I'm not as close with Samuel as everyone thinks I am. I wish I was, but I'm not. I want to know him, but I'm starting to feel like it's impossible. The closer I get to him, the more questions I have, but I can't bring myself to ask them. Besides, what if he hears what everyone's saying and he assumes that I spread the rumor of us dating?
If he knows you well enough, I'm sure he'll realize you're not the one who spread the rumor. You're blowing this up into something bigger than it needs to be. Typical teen drama.
Shaking her head, she sips her lemonade delicately. I narrow my eyes at her. You're a teenager too. You're only a year older than me.
Yes, but I have more experience than you.
Yeah? Maybe I should start coming to you for advice then. It's hard to keep the sarcasm out of my voice.
Maybe you should. I have lots of good advice.
Then let's hear some.
Okay, here's some for you. Forget Samuel. Studies show that less than 2% of marriages stem from high school sweethearts, so relationships at our age are a waste of time. You should focus on your studies.
I bite my tongue to suppress another sarcastic response. Tense silence hovers between us. Marian's eyes bore into me, waiting for my reply. Eventually, her words sink in and my shoulders slump with defeat. I wish it was that easy.
Poor thing.
I understand completely.
Do you? I seriously doubt that.
Of course I do. You have feelings for him, so you replay and overanalyze every little interaction you have with him, driving yourself nuts. Should I have said that? What if I had said this instead? Did I offend him? What's going on in his head?
Wow, that sounds about right.
And sometimes your heart pulls you one direction and your brain pulls you another, and you're not sure which to follow.
She is speaking as though from experience. Let me guess. You always stick with your brain, don't you?
Ugh.
I wish.
If only you knew who she dated in band, Cadence.
Whatever. I don't know why I got so sentimental and started having this deep conversation with you all of a sudden. I don't even know you.
I did wonder about that. I'm like, she's having like a surprisingly honest and, mostly compassionate talk with Cadence. I mean, yeah, she's a little snippy and she's a little pessimistic with the whole, 2% of marriages come from high school sweethearts, blah, 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 blah. But considering they don't really interact, she did take the time to give her some decent advice and show that she understood where she was coming from. I do want Cadence and Marian to be friends because we messed everything up in Doug's route. She swigs the rest of her lemonade, then picks up her tray to leave. I say nothing more to her, not exactly eager to continue our cheery conversation. But I must say, this was a lot more interesting than my lunch with Susie and Felicity would have been. Mr. Wiley has everyone split off into sectionals for afternoon practice. I decide to stay inside and keep one eye on him instead of making my usual rounds. You good? But he's quiet and hard to get a read on. I wonder what's going through his mind. That was quick. I suck it up and sit with Susie and Felicity for dinner. Today has been really uneventful. Well, now you've jinxed it, girl.
Considering the past 2 weeks have been pretty eventful, I'm okay with that. I could use a break.
Guess what, girls? We only have tonight's practice and tomorrow morning's practice, and then it's time to go home.
Yes! And we can enjoy our last week of summer before school starts. How do you two plan to spend it?
I'm going to do nothing but pamper myself. You two are welcome to join me. We deserve to treat ourselves after all we've been through. Yeah, I was thinking of going shopping for some cute new back-to-school outfits.
We should make a day of it. Girls' day out.
Yes, definitely. We can hit the mall and the makeup store and the spa.
That sounds expensive. I might need to get my allowance early this month.
I've never even been to a spa.
Oh my gosh.
What? You've never been to a spa? You're gonna love it, Cadence. Just you wait.
We should try the new frozen yogurt place that just opened up too.
I smile to myself. That actually sounds pretty fun. It'd take my mind off certain topics anyway.
I only hope they got the buses working.
Susie says it lightly, without worry, but I feel alarm pulse through me. Did anyone actually see a repairman come take a look at the buses? No, I'm certain they're fixed. We're at practice all day, so someone probably came to fix them then.
Yeah.
Alright, tonight's the night. Yes, I think I'm ready for band camp to be over. It's been fun, but long. The thought of eating home-cooked meals and planning outings with Susie lifts my spirits.
Everyone, stay focused! You're moving like a horde of zombies. I want to see some hustle!
It's too hot out for this.
You're all acting like band camp is over!
Yep.
It basically is.
Is that what you think?
Sir, maybe we should give everyone a quick water break. It's like I hadn't even spoken. Mr. Wiley leaves my side to grab his megaphone. Then he rides up the scissor lift to tower over the band. Their tired expressions fill with curiosity. Yep, it's time again.
I have an announcement to make.
I have great news, everyone!
Please say practice is over.
Band camp has been extended. Indefinitely.
We're going past 9?
No! I'm not talking about tonight. What I mean to say is...
You're not leaving here.
What? What?
I said... You're not leaving here. Not until the show is perfect.
I expect the band to react somehow, to start whispering away as they normally do when Mr. Wiley is speaking, but there's dead silence.
And let me tell you, it is far from perfect. You're going to stay here until it is, and don't even think about trying to leave because you can't.
Oh, good. We have the crazy Wiley smile already. Suddenly, Mr. Wiley grins directly at me, baring all of his teeth. Oh, I knew it. I knew he was going to pin it on me. No, not like this.
It's like you said, Cadence. We're only going to get better with every practice we hold. Imagine where we'll be when band camp ends. When you said that, I thought, what if band camp doesn't have to end?
I can't believe he's singling me out like this. I struggle to find my voice. But band camp is only supposed to last 2 weeks.
That's not set in stone. I'm the band director, so I can change it if I want.
I open my mouth to argue, but I can't find the words. He laughs loudly, seemingly beyond reason. I wonder if this is why when Susie starts being angry at Cadence, like, why would you say that to him? This is all your fault that we're stuck here. I feel it in my bones.
Let's go!
Now take it from the top, and let's show some hustle!
I barely pay attention to practice after that. Same with everyone else. They just go through the motions, still in a state of shock from what Mr. Wiley said.
Still looking like a bunch of zombies. Come on, don't you want to get better?
I want to believe that it's a joke. He was laughing, wasn't he? If it is, he'll tell us at the end of practice. Please? It's gotta be a joke. Practice drags on until 9:30 p.m., but no one complains. Even when Mr. Wiley calls for a huddle, it's still silent. And cut.
I want you all to get plenty of rest tonight. Now that you know the rest of your summer is at stake, maybe you'll work a little harder tomorrow.
So, it was a joke?
I thought jokes was supposed to be funny.
Marching band is no joking matter. I meant what I said. You'll all be staying here until this show is perfect.
So, it's not a joke. This is really happening.
And you should know that if something happens to me, you won't be getting out of here. I'm the only one who knows the code to the electric fence. And the guy who drops off all the food won't be stopping by either, since I'm the only one who's got his number. Understand?
There's no response, though I think everyone understands just fine.
That's it. See you tomorrow.
He melts into the shadows without sounding us off, leaving the entire band standing in a daze. There's a foreboding feeling hanging in the air. Some of the younger members are even crying. Samuel. I want to see Samuel. Where is he? I wander through the crowd of my scared bandmates trying to glimpse his face, but I can't find him. I hear Peter's voice raised over the hubbub of voices.
Calm down, Sabrina. I'm not going to let anything happen to you.
Why would Mr. Wiley do this to us? I thought he was a nice person.
Haven't you noticed his strange behavior? I have. After what he said the other day, I was starting to think he was depressed. Depression is when you struggle to care about anything. If you ask me, Mr. Wiley cares a little too much.
Seriously?
What if he is depressed and, God forbid, kills himself? Where would that leave the rest of us? You heard what he said about the food guy not coming back.
We'd be trapped here with no way out.
It's time for me to step in. Everyone, calm down. You're letting your imaginations run wild. I'm sure our parents will come for us.
Of course.
If it isn't Cadence. I admire your dedication to the band for giving him the idea to keep us here. Very impressive.
Oh, shut up, Clark.
We're all forever in your debt.
Everyone's eyes narrow with distrust when they look at me. Oh no. I didn't do it on purpose. I was only trying to encourage Mr. Wiley when I told him that. He seemed to be feeling horribly low. I wanted to lift his spirits.
That's right. Cadence would never betray us like that. Didn't you hear her arguing with him when he made the announcement?
Oh, Susie's on my side. Okay, I'm okay with this.
True.
Everyone falls quiet for a moment, lost in thought. I take the opportunity to ask the question plaguing my mind. Okay, now that we've established that. Where is Samuel?
Dunno. Saw him go running into the woods in that direction.
He points to the trees, cast in darkness. Why would he go over there?
Well,
That's certainly suspicious.
I do agree with that.
Seriously?
Clark, do you have to be suspicious of everyone?
I'm only saying. Perhaps he knows something we don't.
Why are you so quick to throw stones this time, Clark? I don't wait up to hear the rest of the conversation. I'm going to find Samuel. As I step into the woods and leave the bright stadium behind me, the air turns colder. The shadows cast by the trees seem darker than ever before, and every sound is magnified in my ears. I jog to catch up with Samuel, my feet crunching loudly over twigs and dead leaves. After a few minutes of running, I call out for him. Samuel? I strain my ears to pick up any sign of him. Where could he have gone? Samuel!
Cadence?
Samuel! Whoa, where are we? There you are! I slow to a stop at his side. He looks at me quizzically.
You scared me. What are you doing all the way out here?
Looking for you. What are you doing?
There's something I wanted to check.
His gaze turns toward the distant radio tower. Oh, right, you did bring that out earlier.
We lost our signal a week ago, right around the time the buses broke down, and we realized we would have to stay the weekend. Now Mr. Wiley has decided to keep us here even longer. Isn't it all too much of a coincidence?
The blood in my veins turns to ice. I think this is the first time anyone in the routes that we've done has brought that point out, that he's been planning this for a while. You think Mr. Wiley planned this? Samuel nods, his eyes still fixed on the distant tower. That's actually helpful to Cadence in this moment, because it wasn't her talk with him that pushed him to this point, because he'd already been planning to keep them here.
If we could get the signal back, we could call for help.
I pull my phone out of my pocket and look at the screen. 0 bars. It's been that way for many days now. As for why, maybe we'll find out if we go inside the radio tower. I tuck my phone back into my pocket and square my shoulders. Then what are we waiting for?
What do you two think you're doing?
I can't conceal the shock and horror on my face. Without thinking, I grab Samuel's hand and grip it tightly.
Nothing.
You're a terrible liar, Samuel. It's almost curfew. It's not good for kids to be out this late at night. If you know what's good for you, you'll head back to your rooms. Okay?
Okay. Let's go, Samuel. Ugh. We stride quickly away from Mr. Wiley, still holding hands. I can feel his demon eyes following us, searing our backs until we're lost in the trees. He can't stay out there forever. Only when we reach the safety of the lodge does Samuel finally let go of my hand. It's quiet here. Everyone has retired to their rooms early.
Sorry you got caught up in that.
Don't apologize. It's my fault for following you. Do you think he knew what we were up to? I think it's good you found him, because he might have pulled another Garth on Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he knew.
Samuel seems intent on investigating. I know, like, in other routes, when we have, like, the escape plan meeting, he's kind of skeptical about everything, but for right now, he's investigating. I think further investigation is a good idea. We should be more careful.
I agree.
I don't want to see anything happen to you.
You were right. You said we can never say for sure what's going to happen. I said we'd be going home, and here we are, about to be stuck in camp for who knows how long.
Ugh. In this case, I'd rather you be right. He looks at me for a long moment. Then he reaches out with one hand, softly touching my cheek.
Stay safe.
I'm so surprised, words fail me. But he walks away without waiting for a reply anyways. I take one last look at his retreating form, then enter my room.
Did you find him?
Yeah, but then Mr. Wiley found us and sent us back here.
Oh no!
I don't think I'll be getting much sleep tonight.
We'll be okay, Susie. Let's try to be optimistic.
Right.
But just in case, I locked the door that night. Good call.